Monica was 35, and from the outside, her life looked stable. She worked as an interior designer with a loyal client base and a calm, confident presence. Her husband, 40-year-old Alex, was an engineer valued for his precision and strong work ethic. They lived in a modern two-room apartment that Alex had purchased before they married. Despite the appearance of stability, their relationship had been quietly eroding. Alex worked late, was exhausted, and rarely had energy left for meaningful conversations. Monica felt invisible in her own home, her emotions unnoticed and unacknowledged. Everything began to shift when Monica met Maxim, a charismatic entrepreneur she worked with on a restaurant interior project. He was warm, humorous, and attentive, qualities she had been starving for without realizing it. Their conversations deepened week by week. They became friends. Then, something more. Monica convinced herself the marriage had already fallen apart long before Maxim appeared. But secrets don't stay hidden forever. One evening, while Monica was in the kitchen, a message from Maxim lit up her phone. Alex saw it. He didn't snoop, didn't shout. When she returned, he simply set the phone on the table and asked, "Is it true?" Monica couldn't answer. Her silence said everything. From that night on, the household felt frozen. Alex withdrew into himself. Monica tried to explain her loneliness, but Alex heard only betrayal. A week later, Alex told her he was filing for divorce. He was calm but trembling. Monica felt guilt, fear, and uncertainty crashing down on her. Her lawyer advised her not to agree to anything quickly. The apartment, though bought before marriage, had been renovated and furnished with joint funds. She had legal grounds to claim part of it. Alex was outraged. To him, the apartment symbolized his hard work before she entered his life. The divorce spiraled into a legal battle neither expected. Alex couldn't believe she would fight over property after betraying him. Monica feared starting over with nothing. Court hearings began. Alex argued the apartment was personal property. Monica argued that years of shared investments increased its value significantly. Lawyers clashed, presenting receipts, timelines, and evidence. The renovation was the most painful part for Alex. He remembered choosing tiles together, arguing over paint colors, painting walls on weekends. For him, these were memories of partnership. For the court, they were financial documentation. Months passed. Each hearing drained them. Their communication, once warm, was now reduced to cold, formal exchanges in a courtroom. Eventually, the court examined all evidence and prepared a verdict. The court ruled that Monica had a legitimate claim to part of the apartment and could receive full ownership if she compensated Alex. Because Alex was dealing with financial issues, loans, obligations, he chose the practical route. Accept the compensation and give Monica the apartment entirely. Ending the fight was worth more than the property itself. Monica returned to an apartment that felt half empty and painfully silent. Winning didn't feel like victory. It felt hollow. Meanwhile, Maxim slowly distanced himself. At first subtly, fewer messages, colder tone, then unmistakably. He liked fun and novelty, not emotional storms or legal complications. Soon he almost disappeared from her life. Monica was left alone in an apartment that reminded her of everything she had lost. She tried to renovate again, repainting, rearranging, replacing furniture. But every corner held a memory. The handle on the corridor door reminded her of a long argument with Alex. The kitchen reminded her of shared laughter. Even the quiet reminded her of how far they had drifted. She realized no material gain could replace trust, closeness, and emotional safety. Her nights were long and heavy with regret. Time passed. Alex slowly healed. He bought a small apartment near work, revived old hobbies, traveled, met new people. The weight of the past began to lift. Monica stayed in the apartment but felt its walls closing in. She finally understood that distraction cannot replace love, and legal victories cannot replace connection. Their paths diverged, yet both carried the same lesson. Relationships are lost not in sudden moments, but in silence, indifference, and the absence of communication. Their lives moved on, wounded but growing. And deep inside remained a quiet memory of what they once were, and what they might have stayed had they reached for each other sooner.